Good afternoon, students. Very, very warm welcome and very important topic. We are already studying the natural resources of our planet Earth, students. You know that we are living on Mother Earth, and this is the only planet where life is possible. You have already told me the conditions which must be fulfilled for a planet to make the life possible, students. You told me last time viable temperature, atmosphere, water, oxygen. So all these things are present on the earth. But where is the ultimate energy coming from? Can you tell me, students, the energy which is the source of energy of the other Mother Earth, students? Tell me, what is the source of energy of the planet Earth? Where it is coming from? What is your answer, students? Where is the what is our main source of energy, students? Tell me. You have 30 seconds to answer this question. You know it so well, where the energy is coming from on planet Earth. The plants are growing, food is being prepared, students.
So sun is the main source of energy for Earth.
That is the correct answer given by Anya. You guys are so intelligent. I can't believe it that you have such a scientific mind and you have great knowledge of science. Students, Vidhi, Anya, you are such great genius people. I hope your parents will know about it sooner or later. I have discovered your intense potential that you have. You are very fast picking up science and you are great lovers of science, students. And you are maintaining the equilibrium also, I mean the right conditions at the earth, because you know what are the problems which we are facing. So students, the sun energy is the key. So is a gift to our life, students. Other sources which you are using at home, see that I have made a cup of green tea, students. Here I have used the gas, student, and the gas which is natural gas I ignited, and you know you make your tea or anything. And here is the energy coming free. How we use it, what use we make it, students, and that is the beginning. All the plants are manufacturing their food by the process of, tell me what process is going on, how the plants manufacture their food.
So by photosynthesis.
Correct answer given by Vidhi. Very sharp intelligence. You took such a small period of time. Photosynthesis, student, what happens in photosynthesis? What chemical processes take place in photosynthesis? When I say photosynthesis, you know what is the chemical process? What is the chemical reaction, students? Can you answer that question? Yes. What is your answer coming?
So it occurs when the plants use light energy to convert carbon dioxide and water into glucose and oxygen.
Excellent. So plants are able to prepare glucose, and we need glucose. We need glucose, students. We need carb. That is the carbohydrate. You need glucose, and plants are manufacturing it. You are using it. So, and we can't prepare our own food, students. But you see, if sun is not there, then this process cannot take place. Moreover, plants are giving you one more thing. What is that? What is the most important point? Another thing. Tell me. We have to learn science, students. We have to learn science. What is the other thing which plants are releasing, student, when they prepare their glucose? What are they releasing in the
So
morning?
light energy.
Light energy. Plants are not giving you light energy, but plants are giving you some gas, student.
Sir, it is giving us oxygen.
Oxygen gas, student. If oxygen gas is not there, what will happen? That was a question in the paper. Tell me, what is the function of oxygen in our body, students? Tell me. In a planet, oxygen is not there, only carbon dioxide is there on Venus, student, and Mars. Life is not possible. Why, student? Tell me which cells in the body use oxygen and for what purpose they use oxygen.
So oxygen is needed for respiration and release of energy, and the body gets oxygen through breathing.
What are these name of the cells which break down your food by taking oxygen, student, in the body? In the last lecture, we have given you the names of the, what are the names of those cells, students, which need and break down glucose molecules to get energy, student. Name the cells. What are they called? What are the cells which break down, student, glucose molecules and get energy for the work which we do planet on Earth, student? I am I am attending a live webinar with you. You are teaching me, I am teaching you. It is not that I am teaching you. I am, you are also teaching me every moment of this webinar, students. That's why these webinars are live sessions, like a play, student, like a theater it goes. Everyone is a participant here. You are also a teacher, I am also a student. You are a student, I am then your coach. Both the things continue. Okay. So tell me, I am asking the name the cell, student, which break down glucose molecule and get us energy for the activities which we are doing. You know about it so well. You are aware of eukaryotic cells and prokaryotic cells. We told you, students. In the previous chapters, we discussed that. What will they do, student? They will break down glucose and give us energy. And this produces, student, this produces what? Which gas produced, student, during this process? You are taking oxygen, metabolism. Then which gas are we releasing, students? Tell me. Carbon dioxide? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So carbon dioxide is also important when you talk about global warming. There's a carbon dioxide in the atmosphere, student. That what is the main function of the atmosphere beside giving oxygen to us? Tell me, student. The atmosphere which we have, what is its main function, student? Beside oxygen, it provides us. Tell me, what is the main function of atmosphere, students? 30 seconds. What it does, student? Yes. What is your answer, Anya? What is the main?
Sir, it protects us from UV radiations.
Anything else? The question was given in the paper to the students. What answer you are writing? That protection is coming from the ozone layer, student.
So it helps in retaining the necessary warmth on the earth.
That is an important point, student. It is a jacket. It is a thermostat, student. It maintains the right temperature, student. I told you the first important condition, viable temperature, student. You know that on the surface of the moon, student, there is no atmosphere and temperature ranges from, tell me, on the moon temperature ranges from, student, fill in the blanks. Question in the paper, student. Because moon has no atmosphere, students. What is the range of the temperature on the moon, student? Fast, 30 seconds. What is the temperature on the surface of the moon, students? What is the range of the temperature of the moon, students? Temperature of the moon. Tell me. Moon has no atmosphere. No atmosphere, students. We
So
have
in the daytime it is 250 degrees Fahrenheit.
Fahrenheit. Okay. 190 degrees Celsius to 110 degrees Celsius. You can see that. How much variation is there in the temperature on the moon, student? Moon is and Earth are at equal distance from the sun. And you know what is the temperature range on our planet Earth, student? What is the temperature today? What is the temperature today, student? How much it is? What do you find today's temperature? So viable temperature because of the atmosphere, students. So extreme temperatures, cold and extreme hot temperatures will make the life impossible, students. Therefore, the atmosphere is very important. And one more important thing which is happening on Earth, student, I told you water is the most essential component for our existence, for our survival, students. How much water you drink every day? Tell me. How much water you are taking? 1 liter, 2 liter. How much? How many glasses of water you are taking? Or liquids? Liquids. Any liquid you are taking contains water. Fruits which you are eating has water, students. Milk has water. Everything has water, students. In your body also water. And if you see the planet Earth, you are saying 70% is water. And you know, there is a water cycle, student. What is that? Water cycle. What is water cycle, students? Have you heard about it? Water cycle. What do we mean by cycle, student? Something which goes and comes back. Cycle. So anything, any cycle, nitrogen cycle, carbon cycle, water cycle, whatever cycle I'm talking about, student, that means it is a cyclic process. Water is involved in a cyclic process. It will go and come back, student. How the water will go and how the water will come back, that is a question for us students. I hope you understand what I'm talking about, student. Tell me
Yes, sir.
what I'm talking is a rain, student. Rain. You know how important is rain? Rain, student. बारिश हो रही है. If it doesn't rain, what will happen, students? If it stops raining, what will happen? What will happen? Imagine there is no rain. Then what will be the situation, student? Therefore, student, rain is a result of this water cycle. There is water going, coming back, water going, coming back. Now the question is, students, which are being asked is, how do we form the rain, student? You have seen the clouds, students. Do you see clouds?
Yes, sir.
And how beautiful they look to you in summer, student? You enjoy it. And when the clouds are there, how cool breeze. You see the cool air is blowing in hot summer, students. Oh my God. You say such a relief is there for you, students. The question will be then how the clouds are formed, student. How the clouds are formed, student, and what the clouds give you. Rain, rain, student. What is a rain, student? What is a rain then? Droplets of water, student. There are droplets of water in the air, in the atmosphere, student, and they fall back on the earth, student. Why will the water droplets fall on earth, student? Where the water has come, how the clouds have been formed. That's what we are talking, students. So rain is droplets of water that are condensed as a result of evaporation. During the water cycle, formation of cloud takes place. We are saying clouds are formed during the water cycle, students. Water cycle. Water cycle. We will see what it is, water cycle. Rain is also called precipitation. What we call rain is precipitation, student. Means Those water molecules, student, they were present in the vapor form in the air. They start condensing. When they will condense, their size will grow, students, and then the size will grow to the extent precipitation will take place, and then water will fall on the earth, student, which we call as rain. Now, where the water is coming from? Water absorbed from different water bodies, a large amount of which vaporizes and enter into the atmospheric air, students. Therefore, there are large water bodies on the earth. You have rivers, you have sea, students. And what happens when the sun is shining, students? These water bodies will get heated. They will get heated during the day. During the day, when sun is rising, student, the sun energy will heat the water. Water will evaporate from the water body, students, into the air. Water evaporates into the air. Now you already know, when the temperature rises, the air becomes hot, students. And you say hot air rises. Does it rise? Tell me, hot air rises. So students, as the water vapor rises, it will then cool, students. And when it will cool, then what will happen? The water vapor will condense, students, into tiny water droplets which fall down as rain. Which fall down as rain. Is it right? Tell me. Do you understand what has happened? Water bodies are heated during the day. What we are saying, student? Water bodies. Where are the water? You are saying there is a sea, there is a river, student. Any other source of water? Yes, we will show you. Water plants are also transpiring, releasing water. Water bodies are heated during the day, students, by the sun rays. The sun rays, what it is giving? Sun rays, students, sun rays. It is water bodies are heated. The result is what? Evaporation of water, students. Some amount of water vapor gets into atmosphere because of biological activity, student, biological activities. There are biological activities, students. You know, transpiration of plants. You have seen plants release water. Even you are perspiring, students, you will also release water. The air gets heated. Air gets heated, student. And heated air will rise carrying the water vapors, student. Water vapors with it. As the air rises, what will happen? As the air rises, it will expand. Air will expand and cool. It will expand and cool, students. The cooling causes water vapor to condense. This will cause water vapor to condense, students. And they will condense into what? They will condense water vapors to condense in tiny droplets. Tiny droplets, students. And condensation is facilitated by some particles which we call as nucleus, student. And normally dust and other suspended particles perform the function of the nucleus, student. What are in the atmosphere? You have particles, suspended particles in the atmosphere, students. There are dust particles also. And once these water droplets become bigger, student, what will happen? These droplets become bigger, student. Then what will be the result of that? This is all condensation process, student. They will become heavy, and due to gravitational pull of the earth, student, they will fall on the earth as a rain, student. And this is what rain is all about. Rain. Clear? Sometimes when the temperature is low enough, precipitation may occur in the form of snow. You have seen snowfalls. Where the snowfall is taking place, tell me. In Shimla, in Himachal, or in hill areas. If the temperature is low enough, temperature is low enough, students, what will happen? The precipitation can occur in the form of snow. Precipitation. Rain is nothing but precipitation, student. Precipitation occurs in the form of snow. ठीक है, students? You like the snow, students? You have seen the snowfall? Tell me. Have you seen the snowfall? Where you have seen it? Tell me. कहाँ देखी आपने snowfall? Did you experience it? बताओ, देखी आपने?
Yes, sir.
कहाँ देखी? Where you have seen?
Sir, Manali.
तो आपको अच्छा लगा?
Yes,
Tell me.
sir.
But today you understood how the snowfall takes place. Now you understand the science. There is a science behind everything, students. You are eating food, it is digested, science. The clothes which you are wearing, student, science. The shoes which you are wearing is science, students. I am in webinar with you at a farther away distance, student, it is science. You are talking with me, you are not sitting in front of me, that is science. That means, student, what we are learning, what we are learning from each other. You are teaching me science, I am also teaching you science. It is not chemistry, it is not physics, it is science. Whatever we learn is science, students. And whatever you eat is science, whatever you drink is also science. If you pay attention, you will start learning the things. The nature has got so many things, and we are trying to explain, oh, rain, how it formed. Now we understand, oh, water will evaporate. Why will the water evaporate? Because temperature will rise. When in the daytime water bodies are there, and this water will go in the atmosphere, because the air will become hot, student. Hot air during the daytime, the water will rise with the air. They will form clouds, students, and condense cooling. As it expands, cooling takes place, condensation takes place. If the temperature is too low, then you will get snowfall, students, or sometimes you call it sleet or hail. वो ओले पड़े थे, देखे ना, ओले पड़े थे एक बार. यू हैव सीन दैट. ओले सिर पे गिरते हैं, बहुत तेज लगते हैं, पत्थर जैसे. तो when the temperature falls too much, student, then what can happen? Snow, sleet, or hail. So temperature is very low, you can get, student, snow, what they call as a hail, student, or sleet. तो बर्फ के टुकड़े गिरेंगे आपके सिर पर. So here is a, what I am talking, this is the result of a water cycle, students. Water cycle. This is very important. देखो what is happening. Here we have shown this. These are your water bodies. Students, let me change the color. Water bodies, students. Water bodies. These are the water bodies. Water bodies. Now, this is the sun. What is happening during the daytime? As you can see, evaporation of the water from the water bodies. These plants are undergoing transpiration. Plants, transpiration, what is transpiration? Tell me what is transpiration, students? What is a transpiration, students? The plants lose water molecules. You have seen that when they prepare their food, students. That is also getting into the atmosphere. And then what happens? Here the clouds are being formed. Clouds, students. What is that? You have water vapors, student, in the air. Water vapors, water liquid in the air, students. Then what happens, students? Condensation. This is condensation of the clouds, students. And precipitation. This is the precipitation, rain. So you can see the precipitation. This is our rain, student. So this water comes like this, students, and it goes inside also, so inside the surfaces, student. You know, you have water under the earth crust also. You are using hand pumps, students, hand pumps. So this is a water cycle, student, water cycle. Therefore, the water is evaporated, condensed in the form of rain, water cycle. Important point, student. So questions could be put, what is a water cycle? Do you see that water cycle here, students? Hydrologic cycle, hydrologic. What is water? H2O, student. It has one oxygen atom, student, and it has, this is our oxygen, and it has two hydrogens, student. This is my oxygen and these are hydrogen. This is your H2O, student, water. Two atoms of hydrogen, one atom of oxygen. This is called the wonder liquid of the world, student. Without this, life is not possible. So rainfalls are there. But do you get the same rainfall everywhere in your country? Tell me, students. And there are certain,
No, sir.
okay. Do you get rainfall every month? That also you don't get. In which months you get more rainfalls, you already know where the rainfall is coming. There are rainfall patterns are decided by the different students, temperature, pressure, and so many other conditions. And the rainfall patterns, students. Rainfall patterns. So you already aware of this. Water cycle you have understood very clearly, students. Important, very important questions are put on water cycle. Okay? You got it?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I thank you. I thank you. You are understanding a lot of things, students. The rainfall patterns, student, depend on number of water bodies in an area. Somewhere you have more water bodies, student. Somewhere you have less water bodies. So, do you see that at certain places when you go to mountains, it rains anytime, anywhere? Do you experience that? You go to certain places. and within minutes rain comes and it repeats. Have you seen it? Tell me. The rainfall fall pattern student, they depend on the number of water bodies in an area. Rainfall pattern students. In Delhi, it is not like this that you will go out and it will rain anytime. No, clouds will be there, and then you will know, oh, clouds are coming, rain. But in hilly areas, what happens? Immediately clouds come and it rains, and you are just out. Then clouds are gone. Then after another 10 minutes, you see clouds and rain, student. So the patterns are there, student, depending on the number of water bodies in the area. As temperatures rise, student, air becomes warmer, more moisture evaporates from the land and water into the atmosphere. More moisture in air generally means we can expect more rain and snow called precipitation and more heavy downpour, students. Therefore, student, if there is a more moisture, if there is a more moisture, student, in the air, ठीक है, that means more water evaporates to the air, students. Then what is the result of that, student? We will have more rain, snow, which we call as precipitation, student, and heavy downpours, student. Heavy downpours. So most of India's rainfall is convectional, student. You know what is the convection word used? Means due to difference in temperature, the hot air is rising, student. Hot airs rise, and we have seen convection currents are set up, students, in the wind also. The convectional rainfall is prevalent in equatorial regions, students. In these, warm air rises up and expands, then reaches at a cooler layer and saturates, then condenses, mainly in the form of cumulus or cumulonimbus clouds, students. In the equatorial regions, the precipitation due to convectional rainfall occurs in the afternoon, students. The equatorial region, student, you experience this afternoon rainfall, student. They are called convectional, students. Convectional rainfalls. Convectional rainfalls. Now the students, question is, what is the distribution of students rainfalls? What is the distribution of the rainfall, students, in India? You see that this is a map of India, students, and distribution of rainfall. You know that rainfall is measured in, how the rainfall is measured, student, in centimeters. They measure it. They measure the rainfall in centimeter. If you will see the news, how many centimeters of rainfall is there, student? So the western coast and northeastern India, students, receive rainfall of over and above 400 centimeter. It is less than 60 centimeter in western Rajasthan. How much? 400 centimeter and above. As you can see, the dark part here, this dark part, this is above 200 centimeters. This part is very dark. You can see here there is a rainfall above 200 centimeters. So north, south, east, west, northeastern, north, south, east, west. So you can say western coast. Western coast. This is a western coast, student. How much rainfall is there? Above it, up to 400 centimeter. 400 centimeter. And less than 60 centimeter in western Rajasthan and joining parts of Gujarat. Haryana and Punjab rainfall is equally low in interiors of the Deccan Plateau and east of Sahara East. A third area of low precipitation is around Leh in Jammu and Kashmir. Students, the rest of the country receives moderate rainfall. Snowfall is restricted to Himalayan region. Students, Himalayan regions. So you can see dark line above 200. This is also dark above 200 centimeters rainfall, students, and this is 100 to 200 centimeter of rainfall, students, and 60 to 100 student centimeter of rainfall, and this you can see blank part, student, below 60, this is below 60. So this is a distribution of rainfall in India, students, in India. So here is a picture of the student. How good is the picture? Very good. Is it clear to you the distribution of the rainfall in India? Got it? Tell me.
Sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Maximum rainfall is, you can see this part. Can you tell me which part, state, which part of the India, where is the maximum rainfall in India? Tell me, find out where the maximum rainfall takes place in India. Name the place, student. What is that place where maximum rainfall takes place? Maximum rainfall, student. In university also you can note down the months in which maximum rainfall takes place, how much rainfall takes place, because they will tell you in the TV how many centimeters of rain and which season, in which season, students. Was it accompanied by thunder, lightning, or anything else, students? You have seen lot of thundering during the rainfall, students. Lightning, at many times you see lightning, student. Lightning, did you see lightning? Did you see thunder? In rainfalls, not all the rainfalls, but in certain rainfalls, do you see that? Tell me yes or no. There is a rain gauge, student, from which the data is collected. Then collect the data. The data of the rainfall can be collected. Rain gauge. Okay. What is the, why you see lightning or thunder, student? What is the cause of that? Can you tell me? Do you know that lightning thunders? What is the cause of that? Can you tell me? Think about it. Think about it, student. Why do you experience lightning and thunders during certain rainfalls? In some areas, it is so high. You have heard that Bijligiri and the village wiped out. Many people died. Many people died, student. What is that? What do you mean by that, students? Can you tell me what do you mean by that? Ye lightning, what is lightning? Where the light is coming from? From the droplets of water. Clouds, where the lightning is coming from, students. Can you tell me? What do you think? Can you think about it? This is all science. Is that, I mean, there is some electricity in the clouds, students? Or clouds can generate electricity? Yes or no? Tell me.
Yes, sir.
There is a charged, there is a charge on the cloud, students. Clouds are charged particles. Charged particles. They can generate electricity, student, and that electrification can take place. Bijli giri, people died. You heard about this? You heard the incidences in your country in some parts? It is true. So student, clouds have charges on them. They can, there is a electricity, that is what we call lightning. So when these charge clouds collide with each other, opposite charge particles, they generate student electricity, and that could be high current. That is what we say. See the light, thunders, sound, students, different oppositely charged clouds colliding, meeting with each other. So this could be very destructive, as you already know about it. There are cases, students, you are aware of that. Okay. So we are saying, student, rainfall patterns are decided by prevailing wind patterns. The rainfall patterns are decided by the prevailing wind patterns, student. Wind patterns. You have already heard in the previous lecture, we told you what are winds, students. Winds, how the winds are formed due to different amount of heating at different points of the atmosphere on the earth, student. The pressure is different. The air will flow from higher to lower pressure, students. Hot air rises up. So wind patterns are there. In large parts of India, rains are mostly brought by southwest or northeast monsoons, students. Southwest. You have heard about monsoons, student? बोलिए, did you hear about monsoon? मानसून आ रही है, कहते हैं ना मानसून शुरू होने वाली है, मानसून आने वाली है, रेन्स होंगी. तो व्हाट आर द मेन रेन्स विच आर ब्रॉट इन आवर कंट्री? साउथ वेस्ट मानसून्स. Southwest monsoons are coming. And second one, north east monsoons. You can see the clouds, students. This is a satellite picture. This is a satellite picture showing clouds over India. Southwest, north, south, east, west. Southwest, southwest. You can see southwest, student, clouds, and northeast, northeast. So this is a satellite picture of showing clouds over India, students. So we have monsoons. We also have heard reports that say depressions in the Bay of Bengal has caused rains in some areas. Depressions, student, in Bay of Bengal. This is a part of geography now. You will study in geography also this. But from science point of view, we are saying, we are teaching science. In the geography, you know, you will be having this topic. Yes or no? Tell me. Depressions in the Bay of Bengal, student. They have caused rains, student, in some areas. So they will ask you which are the two monsoon, students, in your country. Which are the two monsoons? Tell me. Which monsoons you experience in your country, students? Tell me. Which two monsoons you experience in your country? Which one? Southwest and northeast monsoons. ठीक है? Is it clear? Do you understand what I said, student?
Yes, sir.
So a question is there, student, that question which was asked there, students. How is our atmosphere different, student? How is our atmosphere different, student, on Venus and Mars? You have 1 minute to answer the question, students. Tell me. How is our atmosphere on different on Venus and Mars? What is the difference?
So, so our atmosphere is a mixture of nitrogen, oxygen, and a small fraction of carbon dioxide, water vapors, and other gases. But the
Okay.
atmosphere on Venus and Mars mainly consists of carbon dioxide.
It is mainly carbon dioxide. 95 to 90% CO2 gas. Okay, that's the correct answer. So will the life be possible on Venus and Mars then? Tell me, will the life be possible on Venus or Mars? Yes or no?
No, sir.
Life, no. Because you don't have oxygen and the cells need oxygen to break down the glucose, students, for the energy production. For the energy production. Next question was how clouds are formed, students. Answer the question. You have 1 minute. How clouds are formed, students? Just now what we have told you. How the clouds are formed, students? Tell me, student.
Uh, um, so water from different sources get evaporated, and this water vapor rises up with the hot air. And at a particular height, the air cools and the water vapor condenses to form droplets, and then clouds are formed.
That is the absolutely correct answer given by Vidhi, student. That means whatever I have taught, you have understood. You have understood the water cycle, student. Water cycle. So you understand there is a cycle, water cycle, student. They will ask you what is water cycle, student, and you already have answered that question. Water bodies and transpiration of plants, and even we are releasing water. You are washing clothes, so many things. The water is evaporating into the atmosphere, student. And what is the result of that? Clouds, condensation, precipitation, rains, and this cycle continues and maintains what we call as water amount, almost same constant, and that is what we say water cycle, students. So students, I thank you very much for participating in this webinar. You have been very good and answering large number of questions, interacting, learning, and also teaching me and keep motivating me so that I can make better and better lectures and videos so that more and more students can learn the basic science and get knowledge, students, to live a healthy life on planet Earth. Please do share our videos with your friends and ask them to subscribe the channel, as it will mean that they will be able to learn more and more science, students, and hence will be able to achieve better careers for their life. Okay, I thank you. I hope you have enjoyed the session. Tell me how the session was, students. How much did you enjoy?
Good, sir.
All right, then we will see you in our next class, which will be a more important topic. that is pollution, students. So we will continue to give you best of the best. Bye bye. Then I will see you in my next webinar, which is on pollution, students. Okay. Bye bye.
Thank you, sir.
All right.
Thank you, sir.
Bye bye. Thank you.